Hi, friends. Welcome back to Universal Talks. I'm absolutely thrilled to welcome back someone whose frequency lit up the space last time, Soma ARah. If you caught our first episode, you already know how powerful this woman is. She's a Pleiadian Starseed, a channel, healer, psychic medium, whose journey into awakening began while not the best, with some childhood trauma, some spontaneous contact, personal connection, multidimensional guidance, so much, so much. A lot of it influenced by the Pleiadians and Yeshua. She doesn't just talk about cosmic truth, she embodies it. And that's exactly what we're going to dive into today, I feel. What it means to be an embodied starseed on Earth in real time with a real body, real relationships, and a real mission to help humanity rise. We'll be catching up on what's shifted, perhaps, since our last talk, what she's seeing and sensing for the collective, and how we, as multidimensional beings, can stay grounded, open, and aligned in this ascension timeline. So, if you've been feeling the shifts, asking bigger questions, or just want to figure out how to hold all this cosmic light inside your human self, this conversation is for you. And as always, if this resonates, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Your support means the world, and it helps just get this transmission into more hearts and homes. So let's drop in and vibe up with the one and only Soma ARah. Welcome back. How are you?
Hello, Kenneth. I'm so glad I'm here.
Yes,
Uh,
me too. Me too. How is just life? How's weather been? How's everything there?
well, the weather is beautiful,
Finally,
yes,
finally, yes.
and um, I have to be very honest. And you were
Boy.
asking me just now how I was,
Yep.
and my always, and I don't think it's a cultural thing. I think it's across the world. We always say, "I'm fine. I'm doing really well." And inside when I said that, I wasn't feeling it.
Yes.
I've been having one of those days where, and I'm saying it because being a public figure,
Yep.
I want to be as transparent as possible.
Sure.
So I'm having one of those days where I'm having a little bit of a dip and a little bit fragile, a little bit wobbly.
Yeah. It's definitely collective. Actually, my vlog today was about that and how it's not to beat yourself up because it is very collective. It's we're kind of like in the in-between, if you will. We're in the void, so it's not so much that you're feeling numb or depressed. You're just like it's just a no thingness. It's 0 point. And that can be kind of uncomfortable for some people. Yeah. So I feel you. I feel you. So since our last conversation, I believe was it in February, the beginning of the
Yes.
calendar year? Yeah. So what's been unfolding for you since then, personally, energetically? Any updates?
Well, energetically, things are flowing nicely. I do
Good.
have dips every now and again.
Yeah.
And I'm still targeted individual, which I think a lot of starseeds are, even if they don't realize they're targeted, and sometimes they don't even realize they're starseeds.
Yes.
Um, but things are flowing nicely. I do have dips every now and again. Um,
Naturally. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
but overall, things are looking up. I've got a conference coming up in July in Florida,
Ooh.
which is a big event for me because I'm coming from Ireland, so I have to make the flight, which I'm very much looking forward to because I love flying.
Okay. I do too, actually.
Yeah,
Ironically enough, yeah.
yeah.
That's
It's a
exciting.
really
Yeah. We'll have to talk more about that. I would make that trip to see you for sure. Yay. Ooh, I got chills. Cool.
Yeah, that
Okay.
would be wonderful.
Oh my God.
Brian Sang, who's organizing it, and it would be lovely to meet you.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Yes,
Yay. Yes. Okay, cool. Cool, cool.
let's do that if
Yes.
possible.
Please, please. So, like, have you noticed
Let me just add
yes,
that
please.
Brian Sang, who's organizing it,
Yeah.
It's in St. Pete's Beach, I believe, or St.
Oh
Pete's.
my, I know
Uh,
exactly where that's at. Yeah.
yes.
I have friends who live by there.
Okay.
Oh
Wow.
my gosh,
Thank you.
yay.
Yes.
Yay.
So he's given me a discount code. So
Okay.
if your audience listening and for yourself as well, there's a
Yeah.
discount code. Um, yes.
Awesome. What is that
Yeah.
code? What's the code? For
Oh,
listeners, I'll add it to the description too, but for those who are just listening.
I don't know it off the top of my
Oh,
head,
gotcha. Okay.
but I will share it.
Yes, we'll add it. I'll add it afterwards for sure. Awesome. Yay, that's so exciting. So I was going to ask, like, have you noticed a shift in the collective energy over the past few months? Or maybe what's coming through most strongly for you right now?
Yeah, there's such huge shifts going on Earth, on our planet.
Major.
Major, and it's like we've never had an ascension like the one we're having now, in the
Mm,
way it's unfolding, and even energetically, it's the energies are off the scale and they are hard to manage. And
yeah.
some people, a lot of people, are really struggling at the moment. But it's a wave, it's a crescendo of
Mm,
the ascension really is a crescendo. I can feel them coming in, the Pleiadians. So I might go into half of a channeling or all of a channeling if that's okay.
of course, of course.
But the ascension process is really a wave, an energetic wave of crescendos, of waves,
Yes.
of releasing and moving forward and balancing and releasing and moving forward and balancing. So and it's increasingly energetically more difficult because each step we take, we are more advanced within ourselves. Individually, we're more awake, more aware, more conscious. It's like it's like the in-between stage, which is slowed down of actually turning a light on with a dimmer switch. So it's gradually with
Mm,
each wave. It's we're becoming fully enlightened and moving into a crystalline human beings, which is a difficult process for you. And we have just stepped in to Soma, and you many of you will notice our voice change.
yes.
So we welcome your questions.
Oh, I love it. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you for being here. So Soma has this beautiful energy and this frequency that's both galactic and grounded. What would you say that actually means to be an embodied starseed?
Well, we find great humor in what you have in your words because there was a time when, excuse me, excuse us, there was a time when Soma was very ungrounded in different periods in her past life, well, not past life, but in her uh, life going back.
Mm,
So, but we would say this is a learned way of being to be grounded.
yeah, yeah.
It is a process, it is techniques of going outside and connecting to your trees and your plants and your water and your sun and the earth elements are very grounding.
Mm,
So it is a process. There are techniques that you can do, that you can learn.
yes. Could you give maybe an example of a simple technique that anyone can do to connect?
Standing barefoot on the earth is
Yes.
very grounding.
Mm,
Any connection to the earth is grounding, whether it's with hands, feet, or your bellies. And the trees are extremely grounding with the roots. Communicating with trees can be both grounding and more air element because you are stepping into a higher dimension, so to speak,
mm,
and actually connecting in with tree spirits, which are in a higher dimension.
yeah.
but they're also very grounding with the roots, so you can go in both directions in a more balanced way rather than just being with the air element. We've said this before, the thank you. We've said this before, the ascension process, it is essential to be grounded within yourselves in order to flow with the next crescendo wave of energy. The ascension is waves of energy.
Yeah.
Many will choose to leave because they are not able to withhold these energies within their physical body. So for not just for that reason, but for other reasons, it is essential that you remain grounded and you continue with, and we include Soma always, that you remain grounded and continue with your grounding techniques in order to allow the next wave and the next wave and the next wave.
Mm.
You are also detoxing when you are grounding from radiation and also toxins, poisons, chemicals, whether they be from your earth, from your sky, from your air, from your water. The month of May is important. There will be blackouts. As you have seen recently, there will be more to come over the next 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks of blackouts in different places. Some more extreme blackouts in areas that you have already seen. And we include the Netherlands in this, and also Africa
Mm.
and Egypt
Okay.
will be in darkness. This is new information to Soma, but Egypt will be in darkness. Egypt has been in darkness since we left.
Mm. Wow. Thank you for that. Many people resonate with being starseeds, but feel still disconnected or unsure of what to do with that energy. What guidance do you have for them?
Speak up, speak out, get your voices heard. Pick
Yes.
up your microphones, pick up your pens, pick up your laptops, pick up your phones. Let go of the fear of being ridiculed, isolated, ostracized, often even by your families. Let go and step into your higher energy, your higher power, the lion energy. We see that very strongly with you, Kenneth, the lion energy, the lyra energy as well, which is the same thing more or less.
Yes. Resonating. What?
Let us just also add that
Yes.
connections are with starseeds need to feel connected to the earth because essentially they are not really connected to the earth. They are from somewhere else outside of the earth atmosphere and have come to earth to help manifest, create a new dawn, a new earth. So it is essential that the starseeds find their tribe with other starseeds and make connections, make colleagues, make co-workers, make friends, make relationships, make even love, make a heart-centered connections with other starseeds. That is also essential in order for humanity to move to the next level.
Yes. Yes. Community. True unity and community. Mm. What would you say or want us to know about embodiment in this specific lifetime?
You are multi-dimensional beings. You are cosmic beings. You are us. You are variations of different star nations, meaning Pleiadian human hybrids, Pleiadian DNA, Lyran DNA, Syrian DNA, and many others. You are a combination of all of these, some stronger than others, some more relevant than others, some closer in proximity. But you are a blend of various different alien races, positive and negative sometimes, that have traveled the universe, and you are here to anchor in and embody the ascension process in order to help humanity move forward.
Mm.
Humanity has been caged, restricted, dumbed down with their wings clipped. And now it is a changing of the guard. It is a changing of all systems on your planet: political, money, finance, law, which is an important one, military, laws, rules, regulations, all is changing on your planet. We were speaking to Soma earlier. We often connect with her when she's outside in nature. And we were saying to her, even unknowingly, we were saying to her that this war is ancient. This war has been between light and dark, is ancient, is galactic, has been going on for an eternity.
Mm.
And there have been many people within your history that have had an integral part of importance in helping to raise that period of history and those humans that were alive at that time. And we are using Jesus as a prime example to raise the consciousness of the planet as a spiritual teacher being, light being that is one of us, that came to your planet to prepare you for now.
Mm.
There is a connection from Atlantis to the time of Jesus to now. It is all connected. But these particular times in your history, Atlantis, even Lemuria, Atlantis, the Jesus era or lifetime of consciousness, and now is all connected.
Mm. Beautiful. So, how would you recommend that we soften more into our human experience while still honoring all of these in our cosmic origins?
Acceptance,
Mm.
self-acceptance of yourselves as galactic beings, as cosmic beings having a human experience, a spiritual experience, balance. This does not occur overnight. To fully embody more and more and more and more, this within itself is the biggest process that you can undertake, because it mirrors ascension. This is we love your question, and it is a huge experience for you as humans to undertake this process.
Yeah.
This is where you begin the ascension, which mirrors the exact process of understanding who you are, embodying yourselves without wanting, needing anything from others, without needing clarity or clarification from others. Look within and get that clarity or clarification of who you are. Understand where you came from. You are starseeds. You have our blood, our DNA. Your energy, our energy runs through to your core whether it be Pleiadian or Syrian or Lyran or other. You are here to love, embrace, accept, embody your true galactic selves, your true galactic history, which is not what you've been shown. It is far greater than that.
Yes.
You have been lied to on such a mass scale. This process that we speak of can take years to undertake or process more and more and more. It is not something that is achievable overnight. It is not something that is achievable overnight. And we include Soma in this. When we first showed up for Soma, we say first showed up because we have consciously showed up for her in 2019 or 2000. Sorry, she keeps getting this date wrong with you specifically. 2009, we first showed up to her consciously, where we stood behind her, we being Ashtar and the collective.
Mm-hmm.
And we told her some of the things that we've just said.
Mm-hmm.
We told her. And she had this sentence, phrase, words that she would say over and over and over and over again to herself for about 4 years. And the sentence went something like, or exactly like, who in their right mind is going to believe that I am channeling the Pleiadians? And this was a continuous voice in her mind, in her head.
Yeah.
Who in their right mind is going to believe I am channeling the Pleiadians? And then she went on to a shamanic journey where she had a ayahuasca experience
Mm-hmm.
and a soul journey vision quest where we connected to her and allowed her to see what her mission was. So this is a process, is really what we are trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
It is not achievable overnight because it would cause you to fracture and um, um, explode or implode,
Mm.
which is often referred to as mental health. When you have a Kundalini awakening and there's too much energy coming into your bodies, and your bodies cannot physically cope with the amount of energy.
Yeah. Mm. That's a lot there. Just letting all that sink in and land. Thank you.
What we are really trying to say in a shorter sentence or shorter conversation or shorter answer or shorter way is that be gentle on yourself. Take it easy.
Yeah. Yes. Would you say more people are activating their soul missions now? Or what are some signs that someone is in alignment with their mission?
We love you. We love your questions.
I love you.
We love your laughter that we see you have during the day, your love, your laughter, your empathy. You are very empathic in an extreme level.
Yeah.
We feel your energy.
Mm.
Please repeat the question for Soma.
Yes, of course. Are you finding that more people are activating their soul missions, or what are some signs that they are in alignment with it?
There was a great blanket of energy put over your planet, your humans, humanity in 2019. And there was a pushback where people stepped into their soul agreements, their soul contracts, and
Yes.
picked up their microphones, their voices, their recording devices, their phones, their voices,
Hmm.
and allowed themselves to, en masse, together, individually, to move forward and to push back,
Yes.
which helped to raise the energy of your planet at the time. Many of these people, there was a pushback and a pushback and a pushback in both directions. Many of you were ridiculed when you did this, when you spoke up against certain Soma's trying to be very careful with her words.
Certain timelines, we could say. Certain,
Yes,
yes.
that affected your whole planet.
Hmm.
And when people stood up and said, no, I do not want this stuff,
Yeah.
thank you, in
Yep.
my body, I do not consent.
Yep. I was
You
just going to
were,
say there was a whole movement of videos and light workers and beautiful beings saying, literally saying, I do not consent. And there was a huge shift during that time.
we want to acknowledge how important that was,
Hmm.
because many of you in your daily lives were ridiculed and got into arguments and disbelief from other people, sometimes often with huge rage.
Yeah.
Soma remembers a very heated argument regarding this that almost got out of hand. But anyway, let us move on. Thank you. We want to acknowledge how tremendous that was, how brave, how strong of you, individually and collectively, because many of you were ostracized and pushed with a sense of being pushed out of the inner circle, being made to be ridiculed and laughed at, a laughing stock, conspiracy theory.
Yep.
And now look at the evidence, the real science, the real information, the real data.
Mm. Mm. How would you say one could navigate and balance between the surrender and action in fulfilling your mission?
Bring in the love frequency to do that.
Mm.
The lion energy, the Lyrans, us, the Pleiadians, the Syrians, bring in all of the star nations, bring in love frequency, start physically creating, tapping into. You're not even really creating it because it already exists within you, but tap into it. Let us say that again. You are not really creating the love frequency. What you are doing is tapping into it, aligning yourself in it, because it is already within you. That is what you are on a soul level. You embody that, you embrace that, which is why you are here. So it really is about tapping in and connecting to that frequency, which you could, for some of you, it will be helpful for you to visualize that just being above your heads.
Mm.
in a stream of energy or frequency, and you can align yourselves and step into it. You can do it through sound, through music, through laughing, through joy, through humor, through connecting to nature. There are many ways that you can do it. Stillness,
Mm.
even something as simple as the space in between being asleep and awake, or
Yeah.
a trance-like state. Love is a frequency that is measurable. Anything that is measurable is, you can create it. Create is really the wrong word, but we cannot find a better word. But you can step into it.
Yes. Mm. What is your perspective on this current Earth ascension cycle that we're in? Or like, is there any timelines or events that we should be aware of?
Well, there are many different timelines. There
Yeah.
are many different dimensions. There are many different universes, galaxies, star nations, or alien races, both positive and negative.
Mhm.
All of the above are can be either positive or negative. It is thank you, a universal, a natural law that when something exists, there is always an opposite to balance. But this ascension process is this one that you are experiencing now, is really epic. It is off the scale. We never find the words within your language to describe the magnitude of it. And we've said this many times. But this ascension process is very much about your galactic selves, even more than in the past, even more than the ascension process or period in Atlantis or Lemuria. Atlantis, where you didn't choose to ascend, and this ascension process now, the one that you are currently experiencing, because there have been ones in the past and ones in the future that will come, but those have a different motivation, a different result. The one, thank you, and we've never really said this to Soma before in this way, but the one you are experiencing now is the main element or source or importance. The main, thank you, the main importance is in understanding that you are galactic beings having different experiences. For many of you, you are now in a human form, in a human body, but you are simultaneously also in other bodies, and some are, most are off your planet. So you are multidimensional, intergalactic, cosmic beings, universal beings, multidimensional. But
Yes.
we are kind of veering off the point there. So let us draw back to the importance of this ascension is to do with understanding who you are on a galactic level, and that you are galactic cosmic beings having different multiple experiences in different planets, including Earth, and in learning to understand that you are more than you've been taught to believe, you are more than you've been shown by the negative agenda. And as you do this and raise into a higher galactic frequency, the negative agenda falls away. It cannot hold onto your energy anymore the more you ascend. And this is slowed down to a daily basis, where you are moving into a more crystalline human beings. You are moving up the scale of consciousness, which is very real and includes different dimensions, Um, even Soma is in this process. Why would we ever exclude her? There is not one of you on your planet that doesn't have more to learn, experience, grow, process, understand. You are all equals in that sense. Whatever level you are at, whether you are over here at the extreme level where you are teaching and presenting others at this level, within that, you are all equal. You all have more to learn, more to experience, more to understand, more to grow, more to awaken within your divinity.
So much resonation. Thank you. Thank you. I do have some more personal questions for Soma, somewhat, but like, because she's been through a lot, you've been through a lot, and yet radiate such peace. We've kind of talked about how important nature is, but what are some like real life practices that Soma uses to stay grounded or centered and connected?
Soma has, in this lifetime and previous lifetimes, like so many of you, experienced great trauma. We love that. That is how we got
Yes.
in the brokenness, in the devastation, in the pain doesn't do the pain justice. The word pain doesn't do the pain justice.
Correct.
It is in those devastations of rock bottom that you learn to love yourselves.
Mm. Mm. Got truth bumps with that one, and I'm sure anyone listening can really, really vibe in and resonate with that.
We are, thank you. We are looking for the words to describe what we are showing Soma. And
Yeah,
Soma is also looking for the words to describe what we are saying
yeah.
in this moment. The closest thing we can find is forgiveness.
Mm.
Forgiveness to your, this is hard for Soma to say, forgiveness to your pedophiles, forgiveness to your traitors, forgiveness to your, mm, what is the word? People who have harmed you.
Perpetrators just came to mind.
Yes.
Mm. That was a big shift. I felt that one. That was big.
They know not what they do. They know not what they do. This is something that Jesus whispered into Soma's ear many times when she was a child. Forgive them, for they know not what they do.
Yeah, yeah.
Do not carry the energy or the evilness or the evil ways or the evil experiences of your perpetrators. Forgiveness is key, is essential. Scream it out, cry it out, drum it out,
Yes.
dance it out, sick it out, vomit it out. Shamanic ways are hugely beneficial, is an understatement, in dissolving, releasing pain, trauma to the body. Sing, dance, drum on the earth, go into the mountains. This is a technique that Soma has used before, of going into the mountains and laying on the ground, on the earth, on the soil, with no one near for miles, and crying, releasing, stretching, retching, screaming, tapping into that darkness,
Yes.
the pain, and just screaming. This is an excellent way to release some of these energies, which at the highest or a higher level, thank you, is very much to do with your negative agenda on a collective level.
Yep.
These experiences, such as trauma as children, is because, thank you, is because you are starseeds and have been targeted lifetime after lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, which is what some of the experiences in your humanity's history was about, such as Native America, such as the witch trials, such as the devastation and onslaught of sacred people. Again and again and again and again, you've been targeted from lifetime to lifetime to lifetime to lifetime to lifetime. And yet you are here now, standing stronger than ever. You've keys in your hands, you've DNA codes that have shifted, changed, manifested into being. You are on track. You are doing well. You are alive. In this galactic shift, it is not limited to your earth. It is tremendous. Anchor that energy, that love. Feel it first in yourself. Feel that energy. We invite your audience, your listeners now in the now. We include you and Soma in this. And we invite your audience listening in the future now to tap into that energy. Feel it. You are beautiful beyond measure. You are galactic beings. So powerful, so divine. So strong. So eternal.
Vibing with that. That is absolutely beautiful. Thank you. Whew. Sweating. Wow.
I'm crying.
That was a big shift.
Yeah.
Big shift.
Yeah. Yeah, I was feeling that as well.
Wow.
When they were speaking about being out in the mountains and
Yeah.
doing,
Just
you know,
purging. Yeah. A true divine
oh, yeah,
purge. Yeah.
yeah, I was seeing myself in the past when I actually did that. And yeah,
Wow. I saw it. I was right there with you. My eyes were closed most of the time too. It was beautiful. I'm excited to watch back. Wow. Wow. Like how, while those energies settle, like how do you manage being, oh, hold on. Was that loud? Could you hear that? No? Good. This mic's good. A motorcycle just went by. I was asking, like, how do you manage being so tapped in? Like, you can literally channel on a whim, but how do you balance that while living everyday normal human life?
I've had a lifetime of experience
Yeah,
that has led me to now,
true.
which is the same for all of us.
Yeah,
But as a child, I spent a lot of time by my, like from the age of 12 to 16, I was having experiences and I didn't have any, I wasn't allowed to go to secondary school by the Pleiadians. They put
yeah.
a, we shared this
I
before.
remember. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So my childhood was such a great learning ground of really, looking back, I feel like I was in some type of spiritual fast track of
hmm
a spiritual camp, boot camp on a fast track.
Right.
I have in my life, I've spent long periods of time alone in my room and just meditating, and including childhood.
hmm
But I find balance. So normally these days, what I'll do, like after a session like we've had now, I'll go and do something physical because I find I need to do something physical in order
Yeah,
to come back. Otherwise, I'll just stay in that space.
yeah,
So I go and cook, I go and walk out in nature, I go and do or physical stuff. I go and have a shower. I being in the present moment, yeah, learning to be in my body, learning to feel safe again,
yes.
which I'm having another wave of, and at the moment, since I've been in this house, and I think it was the end of February I moved here.
Oh,
I've been, yeah, I've been allowing myself to my nervous system is a lot better than it was before I lived here, a
yeah,
couple of months, Um, so I'm feeling that I've really got space. I'm safe here, and which is healing me again on more. Like I feel that before I was here, I feel like my nervous system was always on edge. But now I feel like I'm in a space where I can really move forward and open up, and I can feel it. It's my nervous system is definitely healing from some of
yeah,
the past traumas because I'm in an environment where I'm
yes.
able to do that to the next level.
Yep. Yeah, another resonation because it was July of last year that I moved into this new space, my own space after again a 13-year relationship. So it's not the fact that it was horrible the whole time. That's a whole lifetime with someone, their energies and a life that we created. So being in my space with just my son and my dog, it's been so expansive. It's allowed me space to do more podcasts and my daily vlog and just be me. Like it's a beautiful thing. And your environment definitely is a huge factor. You need to feel safe. Like it's a so many people don't feel safe in their own homes with their own families. So,
So
yeah.
many you're so many people aren't safe. I'm
Yeah.
thinking of women that are beaten,
Yeah.
Um, so many people aren't safe. And
hmm
and um I think it's beautiful that you've got that space there now
Yeah.
with your son. And it's, I think for the likes of us, it's really what we have needed. And I think the universe and the galactics, such as Pleiadians, have given us that. They've instigated um spaces where we can be, where we can evolve, because it affects the whole collective.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I think that I think we have great assistance from them in our personal lives,
Oh yeah.
where they have given us the spaces to um, be more productive, be more peaceful, be more to step into our soul journey and the whole ascension process more and more and more. And it's only ever going to increase now.
Yes. Yes. Only up. Only up.
Yep.
Do you ever get like overwhelmed by the downloads or the frequencies?
I do. Not so much in these days, being April 2025, but yeah, last year when they kind of upgraded me, and the last 2 years, I would say I've gone through like an upgrades, um, and in sometimes in the weekly groups that I do. Back then, I was feeling overwhelmed with the amount of information that was coming through and the um because everything was happening so quickly. And I was finding this is connected to me being here now, because I was feeling overwhelmed and I couldn't handle the level of information that was coming through energetically because I wasn't in the right space physically.
Yes.
I need the trees, I need nature, I need to ground, I need to drink water.
Yep.
I wasn't doing or having those things. So they've helped to put me in a space now in an environment where I have those things. I'm part of my process on a daily basis. You were asking just now, Kenneth. So part of my process on a daily basis is after interviews and channeling like this, which I'm doing more of. I can go out to the trees and sit and have coffee, and
Yes.
it's just beautiful. It's so beautiful. I feel like I'm in heaven here. I really do.
Oh, I love that. I believe that. That's that new Earth frequencies. That's yes.
Yes.
Yes. I
Yes.
buzzing. I agree. Like I usually like taking a shower after these connections, whether it be a business, podcast, a client, because first of all, the energies make me sweat a lot. Just that. But
Yeah.
it's a good moment to be intimate and connect back with your naked body, full self. It's in the water. It's just a lot of it's an easy just go to. Just go take a shower. No music, no podcast in the background. Just yeah. Yeah. Oh, this has been so great. You will definitely be back. There will be a round three. But before we go, just to help balance some of these heavy, beautiful energies, I got some wild card ones just before we go. So if you had like a signature light code, what would it be to activate others?
LOVE.
Ooh, yes, yes. That's enough. Enough said. What is one earthly pleasure that brings you cosmic joy?
Coffee. Sitting
Really?
outside. Sitting outside,
Yes.
um, with coffee and a cigarette, which might surprise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sitting outside, looking at the trees, looking at
Yeah.
nature, being able to see the spirits of the trees, giving myself time to do nothing.
Yes.
Because for so long, which is to do with the nervous system,
Yep. Yep. Just being
giving
hyper
myself
vigilant.
time.
Yeah. Just always being on edge and just dysregulated. Yeah. There's so many terms and words, but yeah, I feel you. I'm so happy for you. I love it. So what's something that you once believed that you completely outgrown?
I am not the same energy of my family.
Mm,
And there's pain in that.
yeah. Yeah. It's powerful though. It's powerful. If you could transmit one universal truth directly into every human heart, what would it be?
You are galactic. You are cosmic. You are love itself. Don't diminish it. Don't avoid it. Embrace it. Dance in that energy of your cosmic selves. Stop playing small. Stop playing small. Even if you are, especially if you are born into families that are playing small,
Yeah.
grow, expand, develop, spread your wings.
Mm.
Many of you have been born with a lack of abundance within families. Let go of that physical lack of food, of money, of abundance, and step into the other, more abundant, more money, more finance, more connections, more beauty, more joy, more laughter. Abundance is an energy just like love, which Soma is also learning more and more recently, more and more and more and more, where you have these different things such as abundance or love or money or joy. All are energies, all are imprints.
Yes.
Love is the same in terms of energy as being, or joy or abundance or laughter or kindness. All are energetic frequencies where you can also create abundance by stepping into that frequency.
Yes.
All are frequencies that you can step into.
Now, I would even go as far as to say that joy and abundance and love is our natural state. It's just the unlearning and the letting go, as you were saying, the purging of all the bullshit to get the gunk off your wings so you can fly. Yeah, all those things. I'm a cliche bumper sticker saying kind of a person, but I love it. I love it. What's the best piece of intuitive advice that you've ever received? Whether that be from the guides, Pleiadians, or just a download?
I remember a sentence that they shared with me when I first consciously began to channel them
Hmm.
in 2009. I finally got it right. And they said that, the word for word, we are the gods. And the word God in the Bible should be replaced with the word gods, and then things would
Mm,
make much more sense.
mm.
Um, they don't class them, so that would be the one thing for me that was the most profound. But they don't class themselves as gods, and they never
Right,
have.
right.
Yeah,
That's a big one. Yeah, that would shift a lot.
yeah.
A lot. Wow. What would your 8-year-old self say about the work that you're doing now?
Well done.
I agree. I agree.
Well done, you.
Mm,
And that's something I feel that I want to share, that we should all be saying to ourselves and recognizing and seeing how far we have come.
yes. Pride should be a organic thing. Like that's something that I do my best to instill in my son. Like I always say, yes, of course I'm proud of you, but I do my best to remember saying you ought to be proud of yourself. Like, are you proud? Because that's what matters. It's not about if I'm proud of you. That's a byproduct, you know? So yeah. Wow. I think just one more. One more. Speaking of family, what's one thing that your star family reminds you of when things are feeling heavy?
We love you. We love you. We know it's hard. We know it's difficult. We know it's draining. We know it can be exhausting sometimes.
Yeah.
But you're here for this. And you've got this. You've
Yes.
got this. You're here now. Look at what you've achieved. Look how far you've come. Look how far you've come from when you were a little child. You are magnificent. Look forward. Look back first. And then step into now and then look forward. Move forward, move forward, move forward. Let go, let go, let go, let go. All of your trauma brought you something of huge benefit. We say that to everyone,
Yes. I
not just to
receive that.
Soma.
Oh yeah, I'm receiving that.
Good.
Thank you. Thank you. Soma, thank you. Thank you so much for being here again and just sharing your radiant presence with all of us. You have this amazing way of just reminding us to be both limitless and deeply human. And I just, one of the many things that I love about you. And it's truly a gift. Any final thoughts or messages before we go?
Um, yes, there is.
Okay.
So I am doing um a conference in Florida,
Yes.
15th to the 18th of July.
Okay.
There is a discount code, so I will send you that.
Yes, yes.
I have weekly groups, a Saturday and a Sunday weekly group where people are welcome to come and join, most especially Starseeds, because that's who I resonate with. Saturday, 7 p.m. Irish time, Sunday, 3 p.m. Irish time.
Okay.
And also, I'm also the CEO and founder of the Cosmic Starseed Academy, which is kind of exclusive to Substack. So if you'd like to join that, there are free and paid versions or subscriptions. So come and sign up, join for free or paid. The paid starts around €7 and
Okay.
76 cents. So it's not too expensive. And then of course it goes up to up the grades.
Yeah.
So yeah, come and join me. And also I do readings and Pleiadian channelings.
Yay. Awesome. Yay. Yay, 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 yay. Beautiful, beautiful. I adore you. And to everyone listening, if this conversation activated something in you, let it land. Watch it again. I know I'm excited to watch it. There was a lot of beautiful nuggets in there, a lot of healing, a lot of activations. So come back to it whenever you need. And definitely check out all the links. They'll be in the description to connect with Soma's work, her books, her offerings, or just her radiant, radiant, radiant vibe. I just, I never want to get off. I don't know about you, but my heart just feels wide open. My soul feels seen, and I'm so honored to have you back. And again, we're not done. We're there's going to be a round three for sure. For sure. All right. And in the meantime, again, don't forget, like and share, comment with something that resonated, something that you're going to take away, and subscribe if you haven't already. It makes a huge difference. And thank you for being here. Thank you for just being you. And until next time, keep expanding, keep grounding, keep trusting your cosmic, galactic, multi-dimensional compass. And we'll speak soon, friends. Have an amazing everything.